Hey everyone, and welcome back. Have you ever wondered what makes the difference between a corporate announcement that you immediately forget and one that actually sticks with you? Well, today we're going to break down an absolute masterclass in how to turn a boring partnership announcement into a really powerful, authentic story that actually connects with people.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're scrolling through your feed and you see some company partnering with some event and it just feels totally random. There's no spark, there's no connection, and you're just left scratching your head thinking, what's the point of this?
You've read this 1,000 times. We are pleased to announce our strategic partnership with blah, blah, blah. It is corporate speak at its absolute worst. It's totally forgettable, completely uninspired, and it gets ignored by the exact people it's trying to reach.
But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. What if that same announcement could tell a story that felt earned, that felt authentic, that felt powerful? Well, today, we're going to break down how Tygart Media and the Restoration Golf League did exactly that. It's a fantastic case study.
Okay, so the very first challenge in telling this story was a big one, brand confusion. You have to make sure your audience is thinking of the right company, especially when the names are this similar. This was hurdle number one.
So check this out. On one side, you've got Tygart Technology. These guys are federal contractors, working with the FBI, the Department of Defense. A partnership between them and a golf league, that would make absolutely zero sense. But on the other side, you have Tygart Media. They're an AI systems strategist. They help businesses solve complex problems. Still, the connection to a golf league is not obvious, right? Not yet, anyway. And here it is. This is the key that unlocks this entire strategy. It's a simple but incredibly powerful shift in focus. The story isn't about the corporation. It's all about the personal history of its founder, Will Tygart. This is classic founder-led branding, and it's what makes everything else work.
So, how does focusing on the founder unlock the story? Well, let's dive into the core narrative, which you can think of as the field to fairway story. This is the part where the partnership goes from just kind of making sense to feeling absolutely inevitable.
Just look at this career path. This is not the resume of your typical tech founder. Will Tygart literally started his career in the trenches of the restoration industry. He was a day laborer, then a technician, and eventually he was leading national catastrophe response teams. He's the guy who lived the 2 a.m. callouts, managing chaos on site. His career path perfectly mirrors the lives of the people in the Restoration Golf League. He's one of them.
And this quote just nails the entire feeling of the announcement. This sponsorship isn't some outsider trying to buy their way into a community. It's an industry veteran who just happens to have swapped his hard hat for AI systems, coming back to invest in the very community where he got his start. It really is a homecoming. But here's the thing. This personal history isn't just a feel-good story. It creates an undeniable strategic fit. I want you to think of it like a lock and a key, two perfectly matched pieces that just click together to create this unbreakable connection.
So first, let's talk about the lock, the Restoration Golf League itself. This isn't just a bunch of people playing golf. The RGL's explicit mission is to be a strategic platform for building real, strong business relationships. It's a community, a family as they put it, where real business gets done between holes.
Okay, now for the key. How is Will Tygart, the founder of Tygart Media, described? Not by us, but in his own professional bio. He's called a connector and a relationship-driven builder. Come on. The alignment is already jumping off the page. And this synergy matrix just lays it all out perfectly. Look at how their core identities line up. A relationship-driven builder sponsoring the industry's premier relationship-building platform. It's a perfect match. Then look at the industry focus. A veteran with decades of in-the-field experience investing in a league of industry pros. And their missions? Both are committed to making the restoration industry better. It's just a flawless fit across the board.
Okay, so you have this incredibly strong strategic foundation. The story is perfect. But how do you actually translate that into a single high-impact announcement? Let's break down the anatomy of the LinkedIn post they used.
The structure here is so simple, but it is incredibly effective. It follows a 4-part flow, and it's designed to take the reader on a little journey from excitement to understanding and finally to a real sense of shared community.
First, you have to grab their attention with pure energy. Not, "We are pleased to announce." It starts with a boom. It uses high-energy words like thrilled. It immediately tells you this isn't going to be another boring corporate update.
Next, it immediately establishes credibility. This is the why. By name-dropping specific companies that everyone in that industry knows, like Polygon and Interstate,
It acts like an insider's handshake. It proves that Will Tygart has the receipts, that he's earned the right to be there.
Then it connects his past to his present. That line, "We've just swapped our hard hats for AI systems," is just brilliant. It explicitly states that they share the same mission of improving the industry, directly linking Tygart Media's current work to its roots and to the RGL's purpose.
And finally, how do you make sure the right people see it? Well, they use some really smart, simple tactics. How do you show respect? You tag the league's leadership. How do you show you're part of the club? You use their slogan. And how do you blend your brand's past and present in a catchy way? With a unique hashtag, like #RestoreAI. It's just smart.
So you see all of these pieces, the strategy, the personal history, the specific words they chose, the tactical tags, they don't just exist on their own. They all come together to serve one single purpose, to tell one cohesive, powerful story.
So we've broken this down piece by piece. What are the key lessons here? What can we take away from this masterclass in strategic communication that we can actually use?
All right, first, and this is the big one, authenticity always beats generic corporate speak. A real story is always more powerful. Second, don't overlook personal history. It can be your most valuable strategic asset. Third, make sure you look past the surface and really truly understand what your partner's mission is. And finally, remember that the goal isn't just to shout your news into the void. It's to start a conversation with the community you want to reach.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Every brand, every founder has a story that's rooted in their personal history. The question is, what authentic, hidden story does your own brand have that's just waiting to be told? Thanks for joining me.